Welcome back students. Now in this part, which I said that it will be the most important part in this chapter of general organic chemistry, because already many questions, every year at least one or two questions in your JEE advanced or mains, it comes from IUPAC nomenclature. It may be of your general organic compounds or your coordination compounds, which you will be learning in class 12th also. So it is very important to you to understand that how do we name any compound, okay, because that is universally accepted, So here let's proceed with all the rules. Next students, we will learn the nomenclature of the organic compounds. How do we do the IUPAC naming of that, which is a very most important part if you are learning the organic chemistry, for sure. So here we go. So obviously, if I have to clearly identify a compound, okay, so we do it by its name. We find it by its name. That is its identity, right? That is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry has given some names to it. IUPAC nomenclature name. And what is the system? System is, and they are correlated either with the structure that the listener can deduce from the name. That's it. But before that, you should know that what are the trivial names, right? That earlier how they were named, okay? Or we say the common names. So your CH4, okay? Your CH4, this is what? This is your simple methane, yeah, methane. Then this is N-butane. So you should know what is my meth, what is my eth, what is my prop, what is my but. So these are what? These are just based upon the number of carbon atoms. I am saying that if I have one carbon atom, that is my methane. If I have two carbon atom, ethane, okay, eth, not ethane right now because that is a specific alkane. Eth, meth, okay. Prop, that is for 3 carbon atoms, but, pent, hex. So they are all the common names. So what we will be doing? We will be attaching something to this common name to tell me the whole IUPAC name of that compound. We will see. So here you can see the acetone also, right? Acetone, the nail paint remover. Chloroform, benzene, aniline, these are all the common names, guys. IUPAC nomenclature, what is this? You will have a functional group, okay? You will have a functional group. Like here, alcohol is present, right? OH is what? OH is your alcoholic group. So you can have aldehyde group, keto group, double bond attached to it, triple bond attached to it, any halogen attached to it. So these all are the functional group. Like here also, this is the halogen, right? Bromine. This is also attached. And this chain, yeah, this big chain, okay, this is your parent chain. So what is actually the parent chain? That chain, okay, that clubbed number of carbon atoms, which has the most number of carbon atoms, that is my parent chain, okay. So hydrocarbon, if I say, so they are the compounds which contains your carbon and hydrogen, that's it. And in your organic compounds, your oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, they all will come up with the carbon atom, okay. So this is the parent chain, this is the functional group, and this is a branch. Because it is the ethyl group only. So we say it is branch chain. So hydrocarbons, okay, we have two types. One is saturated, another is unsaturated. So saturated is the one which has only the single bonds present, and the unsaturated which have either the double bond or the triple bond present. So the saturated are only having the sigma bond. With the unsaturated, they have the pi bond also. Now comes to the nomenclature of alkanes. So for the straight chain hydrocarbons, we have just to add the ane at the last, right? The ane at the last. Like here CH4, so this is one carbon atom, methane, and C2H6, ethane, like that. In propane, butane, pentane, hexane, like that. Octane, nonane, decane, yeah. So you have to just add ane to it. And for the unbranched one, these are the unbranched one actually. Okay, these all are the unbranched one, the common which I have written, right? Methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, decane, icosane, the 20th one, tricontane, that is a carbon 30. So this property of carbon, that much large number of carbon atoms are attached. This is known as what? Catenation, guys. Catenation property. And this property is responsible for the very, very large amount of compounds for these organic compounds, okay, carbon compounds. And why these show the catenation property? The reason is a bond enthalpy, guys. Bond enthalpy. Now that was the unbranched. Now if suppose I have any branch in it, like here I have in this parent chain, okay, in this parent chain, this one I have this branch, right? This is a branch. Here I am having two branches, this one also and this one also, two branches. So how do I name it? For naming of this kind, we have to number it. 1, 2, 3, 4 will number it, and then we will decide that, okay, this is my IUPAC name. This is my IUPAC name. If your CH3 is attached to it as the branch one, so it will be methyl. Then if C2H5, then ethyl. C3H7, then propyl, butyl, decyl, like that. It's like that. So here goes the rules, guys. Here goes the rules that what you have to actually check. So you have to check first of all for the longest carbon chain. That will be your the parent chain. Longest carbon chain will be the parent chain. And you have to then number it. How you have to number it? You have to number it that the branch carbon, okay, branch carbon should get the lowest number. Branch carbon. So here you can see, here I have one branch, here I have one branch, right? So this is getting 2 and 6 here. So that is 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. If I would number it like this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, this will get 4, okay? Just do it in a reverse order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? In a reverse order. So then it would be 4 plus 8, the branch one. So that is 12. So that is not the lowest. So if two branches are present, so you have to number in that way so that the sum of those numbers, okay, that is the lowest. That is the lowest. So that's why the IUPAC name will be what? It will be 6-ethyl 2-methyl nonane. Okay, and all these groups, eth, meth, you have to, in a IUPAC naming, you have to write them in an alphabetical order. That's what written here. Yeah, alphabetical order. So that's why ethyl comes first and then methyl. So ethyl is at the 6th position. So it will be 6-ethyl 2-methyl nonane. And if suppose more than one side chain is attached, then you can use di, tri, tetra, okay, like that. Try for 3, okay, try for 3. Like this way. Here I have at the second position also, you can see at the second position also I have methyl, at the fourth position also I have methyl. So that's why 2,4-dimethyl pentane. 2,4-dimethyl pentane. Here also you can see I have at second position two methyls attached, okay, and then at the third, fourth position I have one more methyl. So 2,2,4 trimethylpentane, 2,2,4 trimethylpentane. And always remember the alphabetical order, guys, alphabetical order. Now, the branch alkyl can be named by the following above procedure that you have already seen, and the carbon which is attached to the branch is a root alkane, okay. Like if I have two methyls like this, then this one is my root alkane, okay. That's why it's 1,3-dimethyl-butyl, 1,3-dimethyl-butyl. And if you write the trivial names of it, okay, the common names of it, again, the alphabetical order you have to maintain, and your prefix you add, okay, iso, neo, these you have to add to that part, okay. But if I write the IUPAC name, that is not necessary. That's why you will never see that in a IUPAC name I will write iso, neo, tertiary and all, okay. So these are actually the common naming structure, these are not the IUPAC naming, okay. And if this is multi-substituted, then what will happen? Then you have to pick up that chain, which contains more number of side chain, okay, that will be your parent chain, okay. So this will be a choice for parent chain. So if the number of carbon atoms are same, you have to search for that chain which will be having more branched chain, and then you can number it like this way. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is written here, okay. Even if I go through like this way, then also I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this way. So it's like if I go along this way or along the way which is written here, I will get the same number of carbon atoms, right? That is 10. But what actually changed? The thing which changed is if I go in this direction, okay, which is written in the downward direction, okay, then I will be having more number of side chains, guys. At 5 position also I have this chain, at 3rd position also I have this chain, and in that 5 position, in the 2nd position is also having a side chain, which is not possible here, okay. If I go in this order, then only I have 2 side chains. So I have to look for the more number of side chains. That's why, what is the naming of this? 5 of, at the 5th position you have 2, okay, you have 2 ethyl butyl, and at 3 you have 2 methyl group attached. So 3,3-dimethyl decane. That's how we name it. Okay, that's how we name it. Then let's come to the cyclic compound, guys. Cyclic compounds. So cyclic compounds, they have what? They have something to relate with the, whether it is a monocyclic, dicyclic, tricyclic or what. And always we add what? A cyclo to it. Okay, to the corresponding straight chain. So if the chains are present, side chains are present, then how do we name it? We name it like this way. This is my cyclopentane. This is having no side chain. It is just a cycle. Okay, it is just a cycle. Pentane cycle. Coming to this is having side chains. Okay, this cyclohexane is having the side chain. So cyclohexane is fixed, that we already know, and the side chains we have to number it, and again the same procedure. Number it, and then we will write it down the IUPAC system in a alphabetical order. alphabetical order. Similarly for this. Then nomenclature of the organic compounds based upon the functional groups, guys. Functional group. So as I told you, functional group was like that only, whether it can be alcoholic, keto, aldehyde, carboxylic, any halo group attached to it. So they are all the functional group. So how do we name them? So what do? We first of all identify all those groups, okay, all those groups, and then we move on for the preferential trend, okay. Preferential is what? The principal functions, okay, according to the preference, the basic order of the preference. So if you have multi-functional group attached, you have to look out for the priority, and this is the priority series, guys, the decreasing priority series which I have written here, okay, decreasing priority series. It says your COOH comes first, then your SO3H, then COOR, COCl, CONS2, then cyanide, then aldehyde, ketone, then your alcohol, then your amine, then your carbon-carbon double bond, and your carbon-carbon, here carbon-carbon triple bond, and then carbon-carbon double bond, okay. This is what is the series, guys. This is what is the series of the decreasing priority. So always you have to search first all the functional groups, then priority wise you have to name it. Priority wise you have to name it. And for the benzene substituted compounds, how do you have to do? You just have to write benzene at the last, and whatever is substituted there, you have to count it. Like here I have methyl group attached to it, okay, in a benzene. So it is methyl benzene. Also it is known as toluene in common language. Okay, the common name is toluene. Only methyl group is attached. Here OCH3 group is attached. So it is methoxybenzene. This is aniline, aminobenzene, nitrobenzene, bromobenzene. So you only have to search for what? You have to only search for the group which is attached to it. And here also the funda of numbering will come into the picture. Suppose you have more than one, then you have to number it, and you have to say, like for the first case it is what? It's 1,2 dibromobenzene. This 1,2,3 1,3 dibromobenzene. This 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1,4 dibromobenzene. Okay, and this group is your ortho group. This is your meta group. This is your para group in common language. Okay, in common language. So yeah, that's what is written here. In the terms of tribal system, I have ortho, meta, para prefix attached to that position. Okay, attached to that position. So that's all about the nomenclature, guys. Nomenclature. If you follow all those rules, it will be much more clear, and we'll be having the practice at the end. Okay, we'll be having the practice at the end of nomenclature as well, which have questions came in JEE. Okay, so by doing that also you will get a lot of confidence. And if you go through all these rules, nomenclature is done. You already have saved your 4 marks or 8 marks question for JEE. If you have any doubts in this chapter, you can log on to www.askIITians.com. There you can go to our discussion board and you can post your question by choosing your category. You have to select your category and you can post your question here. We experts at Ask IITians will answer to your question or doubts within 24 to 48 hours. So students, in this part we saw some different rules. How do we name any organic compound, right? Like there was chain rule, there was function group rule, there was alphabetical order rule. Next I'll be talking about the isomerism. What is isomerism? That obviously you will learn in the next part, but let me give you a small hint. A same structure can be represented in 2 or 3 forms. That is what do I mean by isomerism. And that also I will be telling you with the help of a video, yeah, kind of a game. So stay tuned with me for that.